test and should get a dart at a double. Double 18. He may have been going for a 6, but that's why you go 10 and 6 in this spot. Because it gives you a shot either way. Double 18 is missed.
Yeah, we've had some fascinating chats with Bobby George, who is a great thinker of the maths involved in the game, as Andy Jenkins knocks off 54 to leave tops and wins the opening set with 3 unanswered legs. The maximum call from the referee Paul Hinks. Scott Mitchell actually said in a post-match interview after beating Peter Manley that he was desperate to hit a maximum. He got 2 of them just because his favourite call is that of Paul Hinks. Nice exchange there between Anderson and Jenkins.
Well, 6 perfect darts from Andy. 180 followed by a 136.
Yeah, and in a leg that Anderson actually started much better. 140, 100 the first 2 visits from him. The Rockies come back off the ropes in this leg. And double 10 would see him carry on. A perfect start to the match.
He decided to go for it. That was a bold play because he could have easily bust that one, thinking that Bob was not going to take the 148, but the respect was paid. A really even coin flip match. But what we want to see is Bob get off the mark with this ton out.
Shifting across. That's because he fancied tops. It's not in, just underneath the wire, but he does leave himself on tops when he comes back. Bob Anderson, well, you mentioned a match yesterday where a player, I think it was Les Fitton, just could not whitewash Phil Taylor. Andy Jenkins might not get the chance to win every leg against Bob Anderson here.
Come on, Bob. Just hit that dart. Get in there. Really well done. And even Andy's partner Karen in the crowd there is applauding that Bob has got his first leg. But this could be the full stop on this match if Andy's got anything to do with it.
Also marks a decade, of course, since Phil Taylor's final World Championship triumph. 2013 was world title number 16 for the Power.
Wanted to go out with the biggest hurrah, but couldn't beat Rob Cross in his final match.
43.
Is this the final fling of the first match of today's action? It is. And Andy Jenkins gets the job done against Bob Anderson. He had his moment, won his leg, but he bows out in the first round here at the Circus Tavern. It is Jenkins who will joust with Richie Howson in the last 16. Rocky.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, from Bolton in England, she's a 3 times former world master, a 4 times champion of the world. Please welcome the Lancashire Rose, Lisa Ashton!
This that people would talk about for decades.
Well, the early signs are very, very good for Lisa Ashton. She punished Neil Duff for missing 60, took it out herself to break his throw. Now she's looking at 85 to back it up. So treble 20, well, that's okay. The bullseye, brilliant, absolutely superb stuff from Lisa Ashton. Number 3.
But you never want to mess around when you get chances like that. Such a lovely pace about this game. Great thinking from Duff.
Watch Lisa Ashton a lot, and she's mustered on double 5, usually.
Spoken by a man who's maybe seen more games involving Lisa Ashton than anybody in world darts. Great call. It's double 6. And it's a chance now for Duffman to skim the top of set 2.
Just maybe lost the grip of his dart there. But he has got a grip on the game suddenly.
Creating major moments. But Duffman's up there at the minute, looking for the 161. Going for it.
136.
He thought, why not? Nearly paid off. But the youth game in Northern Ireland is pretty good as well. The antithesis of the senior game. Look at Josh Rock. Look at Nathan Rafferty. And there are many more to come as he goes for double 12 to equalise in legs and sets.
Not for the first time we've seen him having to re-grip there, but both times the dart when he has done that.
24.
Can Duff stop her from getting a chance at that 74? He can't.
92.
And now he has to hold his breath.
Lisa requires 74.
Treble 14, the first port of call. Now it's 20 and tops.
34.
Over the top, and it allows Duff the opportunity to get the set one here.
What a lovely guide. Might be kind, that one. And it was. What's better than one guide? Two guides.
One in, and she's 2 up in the set, on course to force a decider that most watching this match will feel it deserves.
68.
There's Tim Vine. Loves his darts. He was at Alexandra Palace as well. He knows a few one-line jokes.
Yeah, amazed by what he's watching. Played in a comic relief darts special, didn't he? Sport relief it might have been. The Punaway Train, his nickname was.
Great nickname, that is. Lovely man as well.
85.
Very. Took out 70
66.
to save the set. How about 66?
30.
Chance.
Huge miss. That was almost a big miss. Another in there. Well, by hook or by crook, Lisa Ashton has managed. He should have moved once he'd hit the single 18, shouldn't he? The first one.
Correct. He's going to move again.
138.
This is Lisa's chance to take us to 2-2, 2-2. And that's what it is.
Lisa Ashton. Ladies and gentlemen, with the scores now tied at 2 sets all and 2 legs all, I remind that the match must now be won by 2 clear legs. Should we reach 5 legs all, then the 11th leg will be sudden death. 5th leg, it's Neil to throw first.
This is starting to remind me of the 2007 PDC World Championship final. Double 8.
24.
The chance may have gone, and Duffman has his choice, and it's straight for double 9.
He's now missed 6 for the match, but Duff does it, eventually ending an amazing encounter against
In England, can you please welcome a former 3 times world finalist? He is Silverback. He is Tony O'Shea.
So a supersized finish on offer. Not to be. Gates will get the opportunity to get the set wrapped up, having missed starts to do so in the previous leg.
Decides to go 18s, a courageous route. Defensive players may have gone for the 20s there. But Soldier is not defensive, very much on the offense.
Second set, first leg is Tony.
Touchdown Leonard Gates. And 1-0 warm-up this year in Vegas, Colorado. Ooh, went for it. I think he is going to remain aggressive, Tony O'Shea.
And he might know that Gates might get this wrong. 100 doesn't leave a finish, Leonard. Should have been moving to the 19s after that first start.
25.
Double 8 then for Tony, double 4. No pressure at all on him here.
Game shot on the third leg.
Oh, and a big roll from Tony O'Shea. Well, that's slightly uncharacteristic. I think it tells us that he knows that he's not being at his best. 17, double 10. That's the way he goes. So it's 18 for tops. You are allowed to ask, Leonard.
Oh no. Everything was wrong with that dart.
Well, everything was wrong with the whole process, wasn't it? He obviously wasn't sure because he had to look up at the screen and he didn't ask. You are allowed to ask the referee.
This is how you go for 98.
67.
But it doesn't win the set.
40.
And Leonard Gates is like Phil Hellmuth. He's dodging bullets.
Well, after some mathematical meltdowns, Leonard Gates does eventually open up a 2-set lead over the slow starting.
Was mugs away. So if you...
Well, you threw first in every leg.
I'm going to disregard that. That's strike 2 for you today, by the way. You've already brought up Sheffield Wednesday and Newcastle.
That was all fair, but thanks for doing it.
140. 164.
Yeah, if you lost the previous leg, you threw first in the next one. Treble 18. Bullseye. Oh, what a shot that is for Leonard Gates. Absolutely sublime stuff, and it is the highest checkout of the tournament so far.
Well, I'm going to... It's good to get to the finish, but when you get your primary or secondary dart in that visit in the 60, you're thinking, get to the easier 1-2-1. It's going to be another chance for the match for Leonard. First things first, get the route right.
Treble 19, double 12 is the approved route. Double 6 to slam the gate shut. And it's glory for Gates on debut at the World Seniors Championship. Tony O'Shea bows out in.
We went for the break, and when we came back, we had the house music going while everyone at home is on the commercial break. The house music's going, and you're pulling some moves out up here.
Oh my God, I love the music. Any music is just, I gotta hear the sound. When I hear the sound, it just gets me going, you know?
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we love him, Leonard Gates!
That one dart might have just melted his mind a little bit when he busts his score, needing 52, hitting a treble 20 that he didn't want. Now he's got 2 that he did want.
174.
Wonderful from Huntley.
Need to require 22.
This is a double. They got Adrian Lewis's first World Championship in that fashion as well, because he missed it. Look at that 20 segment, honestly. It looks like the ball you get next to a weightlifting stage.
100.
Full of chalk.
40.
I'm just now looking to put some in the tops bed as well.
There we go.
On the first set.
Keith Deller on easy street, winning the opening set with 3 unanswered legs. And Michael Huntley.
Another single for double top.
37.
Just flights in the way, isn't it?
Yeah, just with the height of that dart.
Required 38.
Thinking whether he might try and land one alongside it and go for double 18 instead. Huntley off the mark in the match. the deciding leg.
Stay there. Needed the 60 for a shot at double 19, and this is Huntley's chance
Mike requires 16.
to take a breather. All square.
Double 4. Now then, that last dart, wow, that was a long way off.
Keith requires 24.
Keith Deller. Well, his eyes will light up. He's doubling over the World Seniors events. Has been pretty decent, to be fair. And it's decent again. Huntley fails to hold, and if Deller can do that here, he will lead. Mike Huntley needs a 1-4-7 break.
Gets a red and a black,
97.
but can't complete the whole job. Tops for Deller for 2-0 in a set that he should have lost.
Watch a reaction if this goes in.
Game shot the second set.
Well, look at him. He's pumped. He's living the darting dream once again.
He'll explode if he hits this, and he's not going to. The chance was there for about
53.
a second and a half.
Mike required 32.
That's a way off. He doesn't look composed.
Game
But he
shot
does find the
third
double.
set.
He
Mike
does have the
Huntley.
deficit. And he does deny Deller darts.
My experience of playing players who have chalky darts, it can have a monstrous effect on you.
20.
But even Keith on that single 20, he almost did
Mike requires
what happened
16.
earlier when someone bust 60 by hitting the treble with dart 1.
It's Huntley, wasn't it, right at the start of
Game
this
shot
match?
the second leg. My Huntley. Mike requires
Still has
19.
left something. It's something big.
That's what happens when you use a rather girthy barrel. 76 left. Now it's double 8 for the set.
86.
Now to save the set, this is a big ask.
157.
Surely not. Surely not. Well, he threatened it.
97.
Made Mike sweat.
Mike required
He's
80.
trying to be Mr. 157.
Huntley will take any finish at the moment. And
Game
he gets
shot
that
the
one.
fourth set.
And we do go the distance with Deller and Michael Huntley.
It's their first leg. It's Mike's to throw first.
Keith Deller started throwing when it's not his throw.
Take that one out, it doesn't count.
He's been watching Peter Manley and making notes from last night.
Game on.
Must be the soap he uses.
51. Mike required 120.
Yeah, he looks so much more convincing all of a sudden. Double 10.
Game
Much, much better. A nice three-figure out shot. The first real roar from Huntley in this game. Who's fine go for the bull. He could go aggressive on treble 20. Goes for the former. And I'm not even sure what he was doing there. It could have been for tops that.
Tops for double 16, I think, was the play.
34.
So to take us to a tie break.
That's where we go.
Keep down.
Well, we'll let Charlie Costerfield explain what's happening now.
A reminder the match must now be won by 2 clear legs. Should we reach 5 legs all, then the 11th leg will be a sudden death leg. 5th leg is Mike to throw first. Game on.
What was it? Stay straight. We'll get a dart to win this match. He hasn't stayed straight. But he does get a dart to win the match.
60.
And he wasn't far away.
You could not get a fleck of chalk between
Mike
that point and the
requires
double 10.
28.
It was that close. And Huntley, to equalise in leg 6 of the final set, has
shot
backed
the
double 14
Mike Huntley.
without hesitation. And he's got the throwback. Got to go all around the board for this one. Can't do it with a small 20.
93. Keith required 36.
I've seen him save the match before.
Game
He
shot
saved
the
it again.
Keith
Only just in the double.
Ninth leg, it's Mike to throw
But there is
first.
nothing between
Game
them
on.
once more.
Needs a bouncer off the right, on the left-hand side of that barrel. Double 5. Just hasn't looked likely on the outer ring of this leg.
7 darts squandered. And suddenly, Della looking to pick his pocket. It's Della the Dartful Dodger. A big reaction, a big break of throw. And now, Della complete a quite remarkable victory. Double top.
74.
It's a second match dart squandered by Keith Della.
I thought he was going to get that
Mike
because when he got the 101,
142.
the combination at the end was treble 18 tops. I thought he was going to do it twice. And that scuppers the chance of saving the match on that 142. 3 clean darts at tops, or should I say it, 3 chalky darts at tops to get through the longest match of the tournament
42.
so far.
Keith to require 40.
40. And 40 years on from his famous victory, the 1983 world champion.
I don't want to start stirring things, but Darren Johnson.
But you are.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
But I will anyway.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Darren Johnson won here last night on the stage,
Yes.
and I said, "Have you looked at the draw? Have you seen who you got next?" And he said, "Yes, I look forward to playing Colin McGarry next."
Did you?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Fight and talk.
Is that supposed to be funny? No, I don't. Listen, it doesn't matter. He's only having a bit of fun. He's all right, he is.
He was deadly serious.
Was he? I'll serious him if I get through.
Right. Phil, good luck.
Thank you, Alan.
Thanks.
Thank you. I'm after you.
Is made. It's the Night of Champions at the JenningsBet World Seniors Darts Championship, and a very warm welcome to all our viewers joining us around the world. And we are ready. The players are ready. And it's tungsten time! And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Les Club in the Netherlands, can you please welcome a former world semi-finalist, the Matchstick Co. Stompy! And now, ladies.
That event, John Park did beat Co Stumpy, despite the Dutch going on to win the tournament. Great darts here from the matchstick.
Didn't do his little posturing at the start, did he? He might have.
Just in case, leave something makeable. He's had his set darts. Now Stompy gets his.
16.
2 go begging for Co.
94.
I guarantee you, when he threw that third dart, he thought if he hit the barrel, that was in. Well, there's the 4. 90 more. And this is classic John Part.
76.
This time, he can't snag the 36.
More missed opportunities to seal the set for the Canadian.
Game
And
shot
Stompy makes Park pay.
At this stage of the game, John is a lot more comfortable than Co. And we talked a little bit earlier yesterday and this afternoon about the engine of some of these players. Do they have the competition exposure to last possibly 5 sets?
He
Game shot on the second leg.
Well, back to where we were a set to go, John.
Third leg shot to throw first. Game on.
Two double tops. I decided on the traditional route.
60. Corner car 65.
It's that 65 that we discussed earlier. Let's see which way Co decides to go. Left side of the 25 port.
See?
25.
He had one dart,
40.
but now John gets 3 for set 2.
Double 10.
Game
This
shot on the
starts
second set.
to win the first set, 4 of them, but he does level up the match. This time he does not do what he did in the first, surrendering the 2-leg lead. A little chat about what's just happened between Part and the referee Paul Higgs, but it is all square after the first couple of sets here between Part and Co Stompy. We've worked out the wrong score was called. It should have been 180 to leave double 12, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
But the ruin is, you've got to go for what the referee calls, so nothing wrong on Party's part.
Yeah, John just did his job. And when I was looking at the 142,
65.
that's the route that I'd gone myself before, and I knew exactly what he was leaving. But we digress.
Game
And
shot
Stumpy
on the
takes the
third
lead in
leg.
set 3.
Go Stumpy.
If
Fourth
you
leg
can't
shot to
succeed
throw
once
first.
and you get another
Game
chance, take it the second time. This is what John does. Or should I say, this is what he used to do more often.
80.
Especially in set play, he was a master at defending his throw and attacking his opponent's throw at the right time. He was a real nightmare to get rid of.
57. John O'Carr 126.
He's got the easier of the 2 outs.
It's a double champ shot. 2 bites at the treble, and he's already got that. The single leaves the ball. Divine
Game shot on the
dance
third leg.
from John Part. A stunning 1-2-6.
Close him
John
out
O'Carr 96.
and break the throw to give himself the throw for the match.
Double 18, 2 at it. That becomes 1, a double 9.
87. Corner car 20.
Just make sure you pierce the air well here. That was a positive shot. That's an
Game
even
shot
better
on the
one.
fourth set. Go Stumpy.
And when you're going for double 10,
Corner car 96.
well, they both got 96. It was a good year for Steve Beaton. Double 19.
77.
Now, can you do what John
Corner car
didn't?
96.
I want to avoid the drama of having to find the treble with the second dart. Could go double-double, but he has found the treble for double 8. Oh,
Game
what a
shot
shot,
on the
what a
first
finish.
leg. Go Stumpy. Second
Go
shot to
Stumpy.
throw first. Game on.
Has the advantage.
In 2005.
170.
How about 18 years later? Oh, John. John.
121.
Well, he threatened it, but he is now certainly closing in round the final bend and motoring towards the checkered flag.
He's going to be feeling good about this chance.
137. John O'Carr
And I sense he's
49.
going to be going back to double 16 to get this done. Oh, it is double 16.
Game shot on
And
the
Park
mark.
pins it,
John
and
Park.
Park wins it.
Reverse. Game
It's
on.
not just the players that we are remembering here at the Circus Tavern, but maybe the most iconic of commentary that ever was uttered in this building came after a leg that had 2 of those from the great John Gwynn when he uttered the words, and Raymond van Barneveld is the champion of the world.
82.
Yeah, very, very fitting that John Gwynn commentated on the last World Championship at the Circus Tavern and the first World Seniors Championship
28.
victory for Robert Thornton last night, and what a privilege to share the commentary box with him. He loved darts, and darts loves him.
58.
We remember all of the great commentators that have come and sadly passed on, but not just those guys, but the iconic referees too.
I'd like to think that
16.
John Gwynn, Dave Lanning and Sid Waddell are somewhere having a pint together watching this.
I can imagine the ultimate heavenly match. You got Sid and Dave commentating with Gwynny in the middle. You got Bruce Spendley calling the game. Eric playing against Jockey. Love that.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Middlesbrough in England, can you please welcome a 2-times World Master and Premier League champion? He's a 3 times back-to-back Lakeside champion, and he is Duzzer. He is Glenn Turner!
Required 12.
Double 6 for Mark Dudbridge. Now he's in the basement.
6. Glenn,
Coming
you
up dry.
required 40.
He does have a lot of support in this audience. When he hits a double, he'll feel very good, but that, I'm not even sure how that missed. He might be good to go to the right here to try and bounce it in, the way the darts are sitting in the board. Incredibly intelligent. That was a great dart. But, first and foremost, you have to find the right angle, and he did.
The reason he won so many titles was clutch doubling. When he had to hit, he did hit.
Timing's got to be good on double 5.
10.
Timing wasn't bad.
Mark required 49.
Just not accurate enough, and Dudbridge gets his first set winning chance. At double 16. From the angle, he does find the top of the bed, and in a flash, in 4 legs, Dudbridge takes the lead. He has had his own problems technically with his throw over the years. Do you remember that infamous game with Andy Jenkins at the World Grand Prix? During that game, and that tournament, that time,
Mark required 100.
it's largely forgotten that he was trying to reinvent his game at the time.
Maybe reinventing his career here, because Dudbridge, he's playing
Second leg is
beautiful
Master
darts.
first. Game on.
Next, a meaty meeting between Phil Taylor and Colin McGarry. Don't think it's a foregone conclusion, but the power is going to stroll to victory in that one.
A lot of us have fancied McGarry to worry Taylor in that one, but if Phil wins, be prepared that we may have a little bit of omelette on our face. Wow, double top! Oh, Mark Dudbridge is here to play! What a shot from Flash! He's still got it!
It's Glenn to throw first. Game on.
A flash of brilliance from Mark Dudbridge.
He can just stay in there long enough and plant that little seed of doubt for Flash, but he's delivering these darts with ease.
180.
Absolutely delightful
40.
pressure piler from Dudbridge.
Game
Doesn't
shot
know,
the third
shows
leg.
some darting
Glenn
defiance.
Dorrans.
He's up to it.
Fourth leg.
Darts is about replication, just hit tops again. Double 5, biggest dart of the match.
30.
You can see the pain, the concentration that he put into his last 4 darts, has not given him anything.
Game
Is
shot
that
on
the
the
moment
second
he
set.
got away?
Mark Durbridge.
It seems like Glenn Durrant might certainly think so. And Mark Durbridge, who produced a flash of brilliance with a 154 checkout, leads Dud titles that took him to the Premier League success.
Not on this occasion. And Dudbridge is on
38.
tops
Mark
to bring the guillotine
40.
down.
And
Game
Durbridge
shot.
defeats
And the match.
Durrant.
Mark Durbridge.
Durbridge dominates Durrant. A straight set success for Mark Durbridge in a match.
Can we do some positives now about yourself?
Yes.
That was a fairly impressive display up there. I know you're saying, oh, if Glenn had showed up, he would have blown me away. Sorry, you played some 90 plus averages up there.
Yeah, I played okay. I've got my daughter Melissa over there. My daughter Kira. She didn't remember me years ago, back in the day when we were doing this stuff. So it's an absolute wonder. On the walk on, when she grabbed me, I could have cried my eyes out.
You've only just qualified age-wise to come into this tournament.
Yeah.
Were you eyeing it up last year?
Yeah, absolutely. I spoke to Jason. I said, I want to have a crack at this, and he put me into the mode of stuff, and he said, well, we'll give you a go and see if you can still play a little.
He's gone. He's gone.
This is Kira,
Hi, Kira. Hello.
my youngest of 3.
So is that the first time you've seen him, remember seeing him win on the big stage in front of the cameras? Yeah. Definitely. Impressed? Yeah. Yes. But
Winner chicken dinner.
didn't you take yourself away from the family to prepare for this?
I did. I went over to Benidorm for a week and just to have a bit of chill time. And yeah, we all love Benidorm. Yeah, ended up in a few late nights, which I shouldn't have, but it's not done me too bad.
Okay, well, I think your odds have slashed for the tournament, Mark. Congratulations and well done, and we'll see you in the next.
Great to see you again, Ellen.
Yeah, and that 6 was amazing.
What was that?
The 156 was amazing.
Was it? I don't know.
Yes, it was. We'll let you go. Flash, he's still around. Mark Durbridge. Thanks very much. See you in the next round. All right.
And now from Stoke-on-Trent, England, a Darton legend is won over 80 TV major titles. He's a record-breaking 16 times champion of the world and is widely regarded as the greatest dart player of all time. It's Phil, the Power
It puts the pressure on. Taylor left on a double, Colin McGarry on a 2-darter. Now it'll have to be 3, another 16, leaves double thereof.
48.
Positive try.
Car 28.
Taylor did well to leave double 14. You'll love the life. It's just under the double 7 or in.
Game
How
shot
about
the first
in?
flag.
Strong start from the Power.
Second
We would have
84.
said, by how many is Phil going to win? Not if. 76 more
54.
will give him the first set. This place has just got a hush around it for now. McGarry just needs to get them on his side again. He needs to do something that ignites him. But it's tops for Taylor. And the man throughout his career who didn't have a favourite double, he had 2. 6
Colin Yukon,
Only just,
60.
but just enough for Colin McGarry to race through set 2 and level this match.
40. Phil Yukon, 20.
Wow, that was close. And an enormous chance. Got to do all that work again.
Phil Taylor.
You can be that close
Ballplay coming
to
into
winning a
reverse.
set
Game on.
and then not be that close.
Just a reminder, this is the 6th set of darts that he's played against Phil Taylor on the Circus Tavern stage. He's yet to win one. He's just
Not eligible. They have privileges with the Professional Darts Corporation. Players like Peter Wright, Steve Beaton, and some others.
Well, he does get 2 180s in the leg, Paul.
That's the most infuriating 180 I've seen all week.
Surely now he goes on to take the set.
100. Colin Yukon, 81.
This is a barrage in leg 4. Should be treble 10. Okay, double 10. Wonderfully done from McGarry. And he finally, after 19 years of waiting, gets his first set against Phil Taylor on the circuit.
A long time in the future when artificial intelligence takes over and some kind of automaton is throwing the arrows.
Stop scaring me, Murph. Stop scaring me.
100. Colin Yukon,
I used to
130.
think Taylor was something of a robot, but he's proving his human side in his later years. Double 5 for McGarry to prolong the set. Wonderful finish.
Colin McGarry.
He's left a 2-darter to do so.
What would Billy Ocean say right now? Suddenly, this game has new meaning to Chief.
140. Colin Yukon, 95.
The going has gotten tough for Phil Taylor. Double 8 to make it even tougher.
Game shot.
Oh, look at that. Listen to
Colin
that.
McGarry.
The first release
Fourth
from Colin
set, first
McGarry.
leg is filled.
Taylor does not want that to happen again, because if it does, he'll be in the car in less than half an hour.
140.
His turn.
Colin Yukon, 101.
To tighten the squeeze, to pile on the pressure. Still possible. Double 18.
65. Phil Yukon, 78.
It wasn't a straight dart, but it still wasn't far away. Big shot coming in, only just at double top. Set 1 by Taylor, and we're going all the way in this one.
Well, not often you see that kind of reaction.
Apart from the left-hand side.
It took Colin McGarry 18 darts to find a treble in this leg. Is he going to make it 3 on the spin to get a dart at tops?
140.
How close was
Phil
that?
Yukon, 40.
Wow, that was close. He thought he had it. Has Taylor got 10s? Yes, he does. With the 2004 World Championship. It is not the 2007 World Championship. But if Taylor hits double 10,
97. Phil Yukon, 20.
it's the 2023 World Seniors Championship. And it's a
Game shot the
tiebreaker.
fourth leg. Phil Taylor. Ladies and gentlemen, as the match has now reached 2 sets all, 2 legs all in the final set. The match must now be won by 2 clear legs. So the match gets to 5 legs all. The 11th leg will be sudden death. 5th leg, Colin, you throw first. Game on.
Situation perfect. You thought about the finish.
But now it's up to McGarry to make him pay. Double 10. He needed the
35.
second shot at double
Phil
10.
Yukon, 40.
But Taylor dodges a bullet.
He was 2-0 behind in this final set, Phil Taylor. Double 10. Breaks the McGarry throw. Maybe even breaks the McGarry heart. Phil Taylor is now throwing to win this match. 16, it cruelly slipped through his fingers. He had the chance to terminate Taylor.
47. Filling the car, 40.
But the power prevails. A remarkable comeback in that deciding set from 2 behind, surviving a match start, and somehow he dug himself out of trouble. How he did it, I'm not quite sure, but we'll hear from Taylor, having booked his place in the second round, where he will meet
Ladies and gentlemen,
Darren
your
Johnson.
appreciation for Colin McGann.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Ayrshire in Scotland, he's a former World Masters, World Grand Prix and UK Open champion. He's the reigning World Seniors Match Play champion. He's the reigning and defending World Seniors champion. Let's walk 500 miles with the Thorn, Robert Thornton!
He's not 100% on his game in his first game defending the championship.
We did see Sholton, of course, in action here last year. He was taken apart by Terry Jenkins. Straight sets in his only match. But he can still throw a mean dart. He can still complete the mean finish. They used to play, but able to draw on the experience and the bottle that they had to go and win those titles.
I think the qualifiers, in their own minds, are still playing the players at their peak.
Great point. Tops would be Pete Thornton. Is Pete Thornton. 3 times he's thrown at it, and every leg has been won on it. In between, a delightful 1-3-1 check out for his opponent, but it didn't count for anything because the first set goes to the defending champion.
I think Robert Thornton
Require 132.
Oh, this would be a firework finish. Needed another bullseye.
92.
just setting up top Smith. That's all he wanted to do. Didn't want the bullseye.
So Robert Thornton to double his lead, the defending champion, who is playing as such.
41. Robert, you require 40.
Wants double top. And you know the
The
rest.
second set.
Robert Thornton breezes into a 2-set lead against Roland Sholton and is just one away from carrying on his title defence with a win. The last 16 lineup is nearing its completion, and all of those matches will be played tomorrow. Harbour versus Painter, Duff v Della, and
100.
Dumbridge against Jenkins.
Robert, you require
The 4
56.
fixtures for the daytime session.
Oh, look, it's tops again.
And
And it's another leg win. He's within 1 of the match now. Looking to sweep Roland aside.
But it only just gives us time to tell you
to throw first.
the other half of the last 16 draw as well. Thornton, if he wins this, will face Scott Mitchell in the first match tomorrow evening. And he's edging ever closer.
180.
The trouble is, he's just too good. He's going to lead tops. And he's probably going to hit it. And if he does, he's going to average over 90. And the defending champion would have the best performance in round 1. And everybody would take notice.
59. Robert, you require 40. Game
Saved the best until last. And Robert Thornton, who was the best in the inaugural World Seniors Darts Championship, begins his title defence with the display of the tournament so far. His average 94 and it is now 5 times in 6 matches that he's averaged north of 90. Robert Bolton flies through, and we'll hear from him with Helen Chamberlain.